Hey YouTube, so I guess we have to have this conversation again. I feel like I just made a video on Amber Rose and black people's obsession with trying to get that woman to identify as a race that she is not. Amber Rose has a blackish mother and a full white father. This woman is a white passing mixed race woman. Looking at her, you wouldn't be able to tell that she has an ounce of black in her, but black people feel like if you have one drop of black blood in you, that completely negates all your other genetics and just makes you black only. They do this with mixed race women all the time. You have Mariah Carey, who looks like a whole white woman, and black people want to just disregard Mariah Carey's white parent because she has a black father or blackish father apparently. So they think that makes Mariah Carey fully black. And now they're doing it to Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is a mixed race woman. She has an Indian mother and a black father. They did it to Barack Obama as well. Barack Obama has a whole white mother, and his black father was not even in his life. Barack Obama was raised by a white woman. He was birthed by a white woman, but the black community wants him to disregard his mother's entire genetics that make up 50% of his DNA to claim fully black. This is the mentality of black people. You can have a tenth of an ounce of black in you, and black people want you to identify as black. Black people want your whole personality to be around being black when you're in fact not black. You're a mixture of different races, ethnicities, and cultures, and there is literally nothing wrong with embracing everything that makes you you. Now, Barack Obama does identify as a black person, and, you know, that's his prerogative. If he wants to identify as a black man, that's his business. But the fact of the matter is that it takes two people to make a baby, and Barack Obama would not be here if it was not for a white woman producing him and giving him life. So let's talk about Kamala Harris. I'm so fucking sick of black people. You have Kamala Harris, who has over 21 years of experience in politics. She was a prosecutor. She put away drug dealers. She put away sex offenders. She put away scammers and fraudsters. She put away woman beaters. This woman went into a career with the intention of protecting women and children. She said the reason that she became a prosecutor is because a friend of hers was being raped by her father. So she went into law to protect women and children from violent, predatory, pedophilic men. This is what she has done for the black community. When you ignorant motherfuckers keep saying, what does she do for the black community? She was helping to protect your daughters and your mothers. She was helping to keep the criminals out of your fucking community. But the thing about black people is, like, y'all like criminals as long as they're black. You have uncles who are touching the children in your family. You have fathers that are beating your mothers. You have boyfriends that are beating their girlfriends. And y'all don't want to call the police on them. Y'all don't want to hold them accountable. You have black boys running amok in the community, stealing cars, going into stores and stealing shit. Robbing people, beating up people. Oh, but y'all don't want those people to be taken care of. Y'all don't want them to go to jail and be held accountable. But Kamala Harris did make an effort to get criminals off the street. And that right there is what the black community needs. We need protection from these fucking criminals that just so happen to be your sons, baby daddies, fathers, and boyfriends. Since y'all won't hold the men accountable, and y'all won't raise your sons to be better people, and the fathers won't be better examples for their boys, Kamala Harris, people like Kamala Harris have to come in and hold these people accountable because you didn't do it. You know your sons have behavioral issues. You know your sons are not doing well in school. You know your sons are disrespectful, lazy, and can't do shit. But you think that shit is cute as long as he can play sports. You enable and coddle your sons to be degenerate, underachieving, illiterate pieces of shit. And then you get mad at society when society holds them accountable. Because if he wants to run amok in your house and be violent and abusive in your house, that's your business. You deal with him. But then y'all put y'all sons out in the community where they're fucking robbing people, smashing in people's car windows, going in stores and stealing shit, shooting people, stabbing little girls just for rejecting them. And we got to deal with them because you didn't do your fucking job. I just went off on a tangent. That's for another video. Let's talk about Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is not a black woman, and that is okay. Black people, y'all really need to learn the concept of being mixed race. It is a mixture of multiple races. This is a woman who has a black father and a brown mother. Her father is from like Jamaica, and I think her mother is Indian. This is a mixed race woman of color. And y'all getting on social media talk about, well, she don't claim black people. She don't claim this. This woman went to a whole HBCU. She pledged to one of the biggest black sororities that there is. She's an AKA. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Y'all are just fucking stupid. I'm so fucking sick of y'all. Y'all are so dumb. And then it's like you keep saying, well, what is she gonna do for me? What's she gonna do for black people? Let me explain something to you. I keep seeing this shit. Black people in my generation, the generation before me, y'all keep asking about reparations for some shit that didn't have shit to do with you. Y'all think y'all are owed reparations for some shit that you didn't even do? What slave ship did you get off of? What cotton field did you pick at? Why the fuck do you think you're entitled to some shit that you had nothing to do with? Some of you black people are actually being born in better circumstances than some white people, but you feel like you need reparations for what exactly? If anybody should get reparations, that generation has probably passed away. It would be maybe 2 to 3 generations before us that would actually be getting reparations. But you and my generation and the generation before me, what the fuck do y'all need reparations for? First of all, half of y'all are lazy as fuck. All y'all do is lay on y'all back and make kids that you can't afford to take care of. And you get on social media talking about we need reparations. For what, bitch? What hard labor job were you forced to do for free? What field and plantation were you forced to live on and work on for free? You trying to get reparations for some shit that other people did. Affirmative action was your reparation. The Civil Rights Act was your reparation. All of these scholarships and public programs, those are your fucking reparations. But no, y'all want people to put some fucking money in your hand so that you can go off and buy some fucking Jordans or some shit. I would never give you niggas a wad of cash. All y'all gonna do is give it to y'all baby daddies. All y'all gonna do is go get y'all fucking hair and nails done. All y'all gonna go do is buy a bunch of Jordans and shit. My auntie owns a business and she's very successful. She gave my other aunt $10,000. This is a woman who has a ton of medical bills. This is a woman who's living in subsidized housing. First of all, half of my family is on fucking welfare. Hell, half of my family is on welfare and they've been living off of WIC, food stamps, Section 8, Medicaid for generations. That's your fucking reparations right there. The government taking care of your ass. My generation and my family, we're actually out here working, starting our own businesses, getting degrees, having careers, because we don't want to live like how our aunts and mothers made us live. My cousin is about to move out, and her mom told her, okay, go sign up for this subsidized house and go sign up for that. My cousin said, I don't want to do that. I don't want to live like that. I want to get my own apartment that I have, that's nice, that's in a safe area. Like, why are you trying to push? It's like y'all are making welfare like a generational thing at this point. That girl is off to college, off to a career so that she can have a home that she can own in a safe neighborhood. But anyway, back to my aunt. So my aunt, she pushed through poverty, right? It took her a long time, but she pushed through poverty. Now she's a very successful businesswoman, and she's very generous with her money. So my other aunt, like I said, this lady is on all types of government assistance, been that way her whole life. My aunt gave her $10,000. Something she could have done to pay her rent up. Something she could have used to, stock her home with groceries. Something she could have really used to give herself a safety net. Who do you know is just going to give you a random $10,000? And my aunt does shit like that. She gave for my cousin, she also paid off my cousin's car for $17,000. Like, my aunt just be handing out money because that's just who she is. But I feel like she be giving it to the wrong people. That's how I feel. But that's none of my business. It is what it is. Aunt gave this lady $10,000. You know what that bitch did with it? She went and paid for a motorcycle. But the motorcycle is not paid off, actually. That was just a down payment. This bitch went and got a fucking motorcycle. Mind you, she has children that need transportation, that need a car, that need some type of SUV. This bitch went and got a motorcycle. And guess what? She can't make the payments on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what black people would do as a collective. Not all of them, but I'm talking about a lot of them. If you give them a lump sum of money, they will waste it on bullshit. Trust me. They will go to the casino and gamble that shit away. I wouldn't give near one of you niggas anything unless you were a black woman who can show that you have a business plan, that you put in work and effort up until this point. But I would not just randomly hand out black people, especially in my generation and the generation after me. What the fuck are you getting reparations for? Please explain to me. What the fuck are you supposed to be getting reparations for? Half of y'all don't do shit. You're lazy. You wouldn't even finish community college. But you think somebody owe you some fucking reparations for what, 4 generations before you did? Girl, shut the fuck up. At the end of the day, Kamala Harris policies, even though they're not specifically marketed towards black people, because black people are so fucking entitled. You feel like somebody's supposed to give you something. Mind you, you don't keep this energy with Trump. You don't go to Trump demanding that he give you shit or demanding that he tell you what he gonna do for you as if anybody owes you a motherfucking thing. Let me explain this to you. My generation and the generation after, the generation before, nobody owes us shit. We all got the opportunity to finish high school. We all got the opportunity to go to college, to start a business. That's the benefit of capitalism. When it's used properly, we all got the opportunity. You got people coming from different countries with nothing. And they work hard. They work long, hard hours until they own their own business, until they move up in the corporate field and they are making more money. Black people, y'all just want to sit back and make somebody, and I'm not talking about all black people. I'm talking about a good portion of them. Y'all feel like somebody's just supposed to just hand you something. You got immigrants coming over to this country with nothing, escaping harsh conditions and violence and war crimes in their country. They're coming over here with nothing. And they work hard as fuck. These people work hard, long hours, all day, every day, 7 days a week, 10 to 14 hours a day. And they end up working hard for enough time to really put their family in a better position. And black people are just passing down generational welfare. I wouldn't give them one of you motherfuckers a damn thing. Unless you are a black woman who I can see has actually made the right decisions in life to become educated, to keep a job, to have an actual plan. Because don't get me wrong, black women are doing the damn thing. Black women are pushing through poverty. They're owning their own homes. They're owning their own businesses. They're getting their degrees. Like, black women are showing. That's why there are certain banks and stuff that are out here having grants specifically for black women, because black women are showing more benefit to the economy. But that's your reparation right there, black women. But it just kills me when I see niggas get up here talking about what you gonna do for me. Nigga, I'm not doing it. Nigga, I can't stand you, motherfucker. I just can't. But anyway, Kamala Harris is not a black woman. She don't have to sit up here and pander to black people to get y'all vote. You either vote for her or you don't. But I just find it funny that y'all don't give that same energy to Trump, who literally did not want you motherfuckers in his hotels. A black woman was just murdered by the police and Trump did not give one fuck. But you want to harass Kamala Harris about what she's going to do specifically for you, even though she has policies that have helped people in general. She's talking about giving a $25,000 credit to first-time home buyers. That will help you, black people. I'm sorry, it don't just say it's going to help you and only you. Y'all did the same thing with Beyonce. When Beyonce dropped Sacred, y'all were mad that Sacred can be used by all hair textures, all races. You were mad that other people were included. It's like y'all want everything to always be specifically about y'all. And I understand maybe 3 or 4 generations before us feeling some type of way because they were the ones that actually put in work in this country against their will. But my generation, the generation before me, and generations after, the audacity of you to feel like you're entitled to something because of some shit that happened to 3 to 4 generations before us, and you think that you deserve that based off their hard work. A lot of you motherfuckers don't even like black women. The same black women that fought for our freedoms. But you think that you deserve some fucking reparations? You niggas, I just can't. I just cannot. I just can't. You cannot make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. It's disgusting to see y'all get on social media mad because ain't nobody pointing you out specifically. Because if somebody would make you the if somebody does make you the center of attention, you would say they're pandering. But when they don't make you the center of attention, you mad about that as well. It's like there's no fucking pleasing this community. There's none at all. And I'm in this community, so I can say this shit. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Y'all always want a fucking handout. Ain't nobody in my generation working at a job for free. Ain't nobody in my generation, no one in my generation was a slave during chattel slavery in this country. You didn't even go through civil rights. You didn't go through none of that shit. You didn't do none of that shit. And at this point, I'm so fucking tired of the excuses. The white man this, the white man that. Bitch, some of us are better off than a lot of white people. Y'all do know that white women are the biggest recipients of food stamps and welfare? It's a lot of poor, dusty white people in this country. And some black people are actually in the same position or better off, but you think you're supposed to get special treatment for what exactly? Some shit you had nothing to do with. It's just so disrespectful to me. It's so disrespectful to me that y'all think y'all deserve reparations for some shit that other people were forced to go through. No. Y'all can finish high school. Y'all can go to college or community college. Or y'all can start a business. That's the beauty of capitalism. The fact that anybody in this country can start their own business. All it takes is hard work and quality to be successful. You know how I know? Because I've seen it my damn self. My auntie, like I told y'all, half my family was poor on welfare for generations. My auntie is practically almost a fucking millionaire. Just from going into real estate and having multiple daycare centers And she has the ability to just pass out money. That's the beauty of capitalism. Proper capitalism when it's done correctly. Because my auntie's not no tax dodging, greedy motherfucker. She will give her last dime to help her community. And she's not out, buying unnecessary crazy shit just to hoard her own wealth. No, she takes care of her people. But I'm just saying that to say we all got an opportunity in this country to get ahead. We just got to work a little bit harder. And I know it fucking sucks. It sucks that we got to work so fucking hard. But that's just the reality of life. But don't nobody owe us a handout. Nobody owes us a handout. Get out of that mentality. Nobody owes you shit. Nobody. Anyway, Kamala Harris is not black. She's a mixed race woman of color. She does not have to specifically point out what she's going to do specifically for the black community. Because if you look at her actual policies, what she's trying to do with the price gouging of groceries, what she's trying to do with the tax credits for first-time home buyers, what she's trying to do with common sense gun laws, all of that is actually going to help the black community. But because it doesn't say black people specifically on the bill, that's why y'all have a fucking problem with it. Even though when you actually read the fucking the policy, this would definitely help the black community. It would just also help everybody else as well. But y'all don't feel special when something would help everyone else as well. That's the problem with this community. Y'all are entitled to shit that nobody owes you for. Slavery, you were never a slave. You didn't go through Jim Crow or civil rights. You were born in the 2000s, bitch. You were born in the 2000s. You were born in the 80s and 90s. Don't nobody owe you shit. Stop it.